of my way, Senor Fabian.
They'll come if there's a scruple of this one that would be boiled to death with melancholy.
Would thou not be glad to have the niggardly, rascally sheep-biter come by some notable shame?
I would exult, man. You know he brought me out of favor maybe about bear baiting here.
Dagger will have the bear again, and we'll fool in black and blue, shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not. It is pity on our lives.
Here comes the little villain. How now, my medal of India?
Keep shield free to the bog street. Malvolio is coming down this walk. He has been in the sun practicing his behavior for this past half hour. Observe his construction of this letter, for I know it will make a complaintive idiot of him. Lie thou there. For here comes the trout that must be caught particularly.
Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I've heard her come thus near, that should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with more exalted respect than anyone else who follows. What should I think of it?
He is an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him.
Slight, I could so beat the rogue.
Peace, I say.
To be Count Malvolio.
Rogue?
Pistol him! Pistol him!
Peace, peace.
Having been 3 months married, sitting on my
For a stone bow to hit him in the eye.
calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from the daybed where I have left Olivia sleeping.
Fire up, brimstone.
Fie on him, Jezebel!
Oh, peace. Peace deeply in what imagination blows him.
And to have the humor of my state, telling them I know my place, as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman, Toby.
Bolts and shackles.
Oh, peace, peace.
Some of my people, in obedient starts, make out for him. I frown a while, perchance wind up my watch, or play with my some rich jewel. Toby approaches, courtesies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
Though our silence be drawn from us with cars, yet peace.
I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an auxiliary regard of control, saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having laid me on your knees, give me the prerogative of this speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, scab!
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me! I
One Sir Andrew.
knew 'twas I! Ready to call me fool!
What employment have we here?
Oh, the spirit of humor is intimate reading aloud to him.
This is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, and her T's, and thus makes her great P's. It is in contempt of question, her hand.
C's or U's or T's. Why that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes, her very praises, by your leave, wax, soft, and the lucerius which she uses to seal. 'Tis my lady. To whom should this be?
This winsome liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move. No man must know. No man must know. The letter's altered. No man must know. Should this be the Malvolio?
Harry, hang thee, Brock!
I may command where I adore, but silence like the lucerius knife, with bloodless stroke, my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life,
A Fuchsian riddle. Excellent wench, say I.
MOAI doth sway my right. But first, let me see.
What dish of poison has she dressed him?
And what wing the Staniel checks at it?
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me. I serve her. 'Tis my lady. What? Why, to whom should this be? If this fall into thy hand, resolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, and some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands, let thy blood and spirit embrace them, to inure thyself to what thou art like to be. Cast thy humble slough and appear fresh. The opposite of the king's men, surely with servants, let thy tongue tang arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee who sighs. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say, remember, go to, thou art made, if thou dearest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, the fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, that she would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. The daylight champion discovers no more. Jove, I am happy, for every reason excites me this. That my lady loves me. I'll be strange, stout in yellow stockings and cross-gartered. Here is yet a postscript. Thou canst choose, but know who I am. If thou interests my love, let thy appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence, still smile, dear my sweet. I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile, and I will do what thou wilt have me.
I can marry the wet to this device. There's no other dowry ever but such another jest.
So could I too.
Shall you set thy foot on my neck? Shall I play my freedom at a trade trip and be thy bondslave? Thou hast him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, you must run mad.
Nay, but nature does work upon him.
Like aquavitae with a midwife.
You will see his first approach before my lady. Follow me. He will come to her in yellow stockings and his color hobby, and cross-garter, a fashion she detests. And he will smile upon her, which will be so unsuitable in her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is. If you'll see it, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, thou most excellent devil of wit.